So you want to buy a new video game console, but you're paralyzed by choice. What's the difference between the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One, let alone the Xbox One S and the Xbox One X? Should you wait for the PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X? Or is the Nintendo Switch fine if you just want to play Zelda and Mario? Well, let me introduce you to the perfect gaming console for your lifestyle. Now, it's important to note that there's currently no bad console. They're all great in their own way. I simply want to ensure you to choose the one that aligns with what you enjoy most from video games. Should I buy the PlayStation 4, Ryan? Well, the PlayStation 4 has an incredible library of console-exclusive games, especially if you're an action game fan, with titles like Bloodborne, Marvel Spider-Man, Horizon Zero Dawn, and God of War. PS4 is ideal for folks old enough to play M-rated games and who prefer a challenge. If role-playing games are more your speed, there's Persona 5 Royale and the hotly anticipated Final Fantasy VII Remake. And if you're not into superheroes or fantasy, the PS4 also plays Uncharted 4 and The Last of Us Remastered. These games are still more adventure oriented than most shooters, but if you're looking for a quick gunplay, there aren't a lot of first-party options to satisfy that itch. Thankfully, you have the huge library of third-party games that are also available on Xbox One and PC, including Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Apex Legends, and PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. Along with shooters, third-party games also include any game that isn't exclusive to the Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, or PC. These games include small indie games, RPGs, fighting games, and sports games. If the idea of a new console coming out soon has you worried about whether or not you'll be able to play your old PlayStation 4 games, don't worry. Sony says that it plans to make most of the console's 100 most popular titles playable on the PlayStation 5 at launch, with more games added later. Okay, now you may be thinking, should I get the PlayStation 4 or the PlayStation 4 Pro? Now, both of these console options can play the entire PlayStation 4 catalog. The biggest difference between the two consoles is performance. Many games will run smoother on the PlayStation 4 Pro than they will on the regular PlayStation 4 console. If you want the absolute best performance and the highest resolution for the 4K TV and don't mind paying a little extra for it, then the PlayStation 4 Pro is the best bet. And if you're just dipping your toe into gaming, you won't have a bad time with either console, and the standard PlayStation 4 is a smaller investment. Use the money you save to buy a couple more games. Moving right along, should I buy an Xbox One, Ryan? Well, it doesn't have quite the same numbers of exclusive games than Sony's consoles can boast. The Xbox One has the edge when it comes to the shooter genre. Games like Halo 5 Guardians and Gears 5 featuring strong campaigns that can be played in single-player mode or with friends in co-op, as well as strong competitive multiplayer communities. If you're just getting into games, Xbox One has Halo, the Master Chief Collection, which provides access to 4 of the original Halo games, some of the best console shooters ever made. The Xbox One also has the wonderful option of Game Pass, which for a monthly fee, just $1 for new subscribers to the Xbox Game Pass, and $14.99 after that lets players access over 100 Xbox games, including many of my favorites. While the Game Pass offers players access to games on both Xbox One and PC, Microsoft also has the option of the Xbox Game Pass for $10, which gives you access to just Xbox One games if you don't need PC as well. With Game Pass, you can build yourself an instant library and try titles from a variety of genres. Just like the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One will support non-exclusive third-party games, which will give you an even bigger selection. Microsoft has also committed to making sure that you can play your Xbox One games on its next generation console, the Xbox Series X. Microsoft recently said that the games you buy on Xbox One, that when you buy an Xbox Series X, you will get a free upgrade as well. And as an added benefit, Microsoft also has a feature called Xbox Play Anywhere, which lets players play certain Xbox One games on PC as well, in case you want a second platform. Now, which Xbox One should you get? There's so many, I can't even keep track anymore. Xbox One or Xbox One S or Xbox One X. Now, it's not easy to get your hands on the original Xbox One. The Xbox One S has replaced it with slightly better specs and a smaller, more efficient design. As for the differences between the Xbox One S and the Xbox One X, the Xbox One S is more similar to the original version of the system, while the Xbox One X is the newer, much more powerful edition. If you want the most powerful console on the market right now for 4K gaming, this is it. But remember, power is only useful if the system runs your favorite games. There are a variety of bundles for both options. But Ryan, I want to play Mario and Zelda and those types of weird games. Well, should I buy a Nintendo Switch? Nintendo's console has only been available for 3 years now, but it has managed to amass an impressive library of games. Most of Nintendo's mainstay franchises are already on the system, with games like Super Mario Odyssey and The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, two of the best games of the decade. Even Animal Crossing has now made its way to the Switch with New Horizons. There's also Pokemon Sword and Shield, Fire Emblem, Three Houses, the Luigi's Mansion 3. On top of that, the Switch offers the best lineup of multiplayer party games like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, one of my favorites. The Switch's one big downside is a severe lack of third-party games. Some come to the platform the same way that they hit other consoles, while others make it a little later like The Witcher 3 and Stardew Valley, but many like Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Control, and Madden NFL aren't likely to ever make it to Nintendo's console. The good news is, even without those splashy games, you'll still have plenty to do, thanks to the console's incredible list of exclusives that includes some of the generation's best games. As a bonus, Nintendo offers old NES and SNES games that players can get via the Switch's online store. These can make for a great nostalgia trip or a fantastic way to revisit classic games you may have missed. But Ryan, they came out with the Switch Lite. Which one should I get? Now, the biggest difference between the Switch and the Switch Lite is the way in which you can use the console. The original Switch comes with a dock that allows you to plug the console into your TV and play on the big screen. You can also unplug it and play it as a handheld device. The Switch Lite is handheld only and has a slightly smaller screen. Otherwise, these units are basically the same. The Switch Lite is much cheaper than the standard Switch, coming in at $200 instead of the $300, and it's much easier to find in stores at the moment. And of course, I've saved the best for last. Should I buy a PC? Now, PCs have always been the best choice for shooters and strategy games, especially if you're willing to deal with challenges of caring for and upgrading a gaming computer, while battle royale games like Fortnite, Call of Duty, Warzone, and PUBG have all proven popular on consoles as well. Team-based competitive shooters like Counter-Strike Global Offensive are still largely PC only. The PC has an added advantage of being the place for most premier single-player and independent games, along with all the multi-platform games you would expect. Many former console exclusives are making their way to the platform. Most Xbox One exclusives now arrive on Windows PC via Xbox Play Anywhere, and Sony's Horizon Zero Dawn will launch on Steam in a few months. Xbox even has a Xbox Game Pass for PC for only $5 a month, which give players access to various games in the Xbox library to play on PC. This combination gives the PC an impressive library of titles to choose from, no matter what kind of games you're into. The downside to PC gaming is that it's expensive. If you're looking to play the newest games with their best visual and performance settings, you're probably going to end up spending at least $2,000 and probably quite a bit more. Not to mention paraphernalias like a monitor or mouse and keyboard, you know, the things that you need to play a game. That being said, guys, $2,000 will mean you're good to go for many years, and that includes the next gen consoles due out later this year. So if you're willing to lay down that serious money needed for initial investment, buying a PC will give you a huge library of games and keep you set for a while. And there's always the option to buy low-end or mid-range PCs and upgrade them over time when you have the money. PC gaming does also have the option of laptops, which can give you the chance to take a powerful system with you wherever you go. But even these options will run you a lot more money than the current generation consoles. You know, whether you're just getting into gaming now or looking for something to tie you over until the next wave of consoles arrive, this is a great time to jump in. Any of the current consoles, whether it's PlayStation 4, Xbox One, or Nintendo Switch, or a nice new gaming PC, will keep you occupied for ages with plenty of great games.